Hey peeps, it's Naga here again. We're doing some tips and tricks for the gunner this time. Now the gunner is uniquely suited to handling point extraction missions, which are not very long but intensely annoying. So we're going to launch the mission but switch from scout to gunner. That's because the gunner has ziplines. Ziplines you can deploy as stupidly as you want, wherever you want, as long as you can replenish them, and then you can get on those ziplines to move at a relatively decent pace while carrying things. Now, you still can't attack with something in your hands that you're carrying on the zipline, but it's good for getting you over the inevitable massive gaps and pits that you would have to get over. Because point extraction missions are special. You don't get molly. You don't get a molly at all. What you get is a massive central platform with turrets that'll help you defend against literally non-stop enemies. You have to go and dig up 10 aquarks, which are blue gems, and bring them to the central platform. So, just straight away being attacked. Yep. This thing. This is going to be your headquarters, basically. Now, the gunner starts with a big old minigun that can really mow enemies down. And the longer you fire, the more precise it becomes. If something is a little tough or too far away, you can use this badass revolver-looking thing to really put a dent in it. That's what happens when you try to reload because you're silly because this is a minigun. Miniguns don't reload. They just fire until they die. Ouchies. Ouchies. That's the zipline that you'll be using a lot of to get around. I'll deploy one there. I should do it from the central platform. Deploy one there. One if I want to go up there. And that's an enemy, so I'll just target its weak spot, fire once, and miss. Fire. Did you see how much damage that did? That's why this gun's amazing. So I can now go up there. And over there. Now, I'm saving one zipline for emergencies, so let's get going. Where am I? That's going to annoy me. So, you need to go and find these blue gems in the walls, mine them, and take them somewhere. And I know what I just did. It's really hard, because the enemies just do not goddamn stop coming. They'll harass you. And apparently this is meant to be done as a team, so apparently it's not balanced for solo, which I feel like is a mistake. Because this is just, you'll see, it's non-stop, it's terrible. And any of the classes can do this, but you know, now I have to go around, or I can just keep going this way, dropping my crystal to get ahead a little faster each time. And now I'm on the zipline. Now I can just go up back to that crystal instead of having to go anywhere else. I can just nip up to the platform straight away. Now the problem here is I need more ziplines. I'm going to need to go places and the enemies aren't going to stop coming. As you can see, the amount on the back of the sentry gun is how many bullets it has. So yes, they can and will run out, and so will you. So you need to find nitro deposits real quick, because you're going to need them real quick. That's me trying to reload again. These little fuckers are already harassing me. They are so annoying, and there's more of them in this mode, and they just fucking don't stop coming. I tried to press C to put down a molly beacon, but, you know, you don't have one. That central location is the only place you can deposit them. So, this is one of the only current modes where you're pressed for time real bad. Because the longer you stay, the more enemies are going to come. And there's only a finite amount of nitro, and while loot bugs may spawn in a way that saves you for that exact, like, occurrence, you're not going to have to rely on that. You can really rely on that. So, I'm not off to a fast start, and the physics glitched out there, so I couldn't jump. I'm going to go over here, see what's what. Because otherwise, you know, imagine if I didn't have ziplines, I would have to go all the fucking way across or fall down and then get up, incurring potentially serious fall damage as I do so as another class. That's just not good. Even the scout, if I could zip across, that's fine. But with the gem in my hand, I can't use the zipline. I either have to zip around or carry the gem. You can't have it both ways because that would be too easy. I'm exploring. I don't know why this isn't going to end well. I have no zip lines. Go away. I hate you all. The gunner also gets this big fuck... A, did you notice how quickly that swarm came? Because it was literally like 2 minutes. And B, this big fuck off charge, the gunner also has one. I'm going to have to show it off because it's just a fucking clusterfuck. See how far I have to walk? Way away from the platform. That have to come back absolutely vulnerable with the gem. So I'm going to reschedule my priorities into collecting as much of Nitra as I can. Which I still have to drop off at the middle platform. And by the way, you can latch onto a zipline like that to not outright cancel fall damage, but reset it. So if you fall a mile and like 2 feet from the ground, you grab a zipline, it'll count as you having only fallen 2 feet, and therefore there won't be any fall damage. Use that to your advantage. Alright, so there's a bunch of these little shits here. I don't want to deal with them, so I do that. Huge damage, insta-kills basically everything, including these things. Fair AoE. And that's about it for the toolkit of our little gunner friend. I do believe the gunner is the one who is 50% immune to explosion damage. So he takes 50% of all explosions, like from the kamikaze bugs. That is once you have upgraded his armor. Until you have done so, you're just gonna have to 100% it, son. Mind that while I'm gone. He got the other deposit out of the way, which is useful. Like, I cannot stress in this mode more than any other, Nitra is your lifeblood, and especially if you're playing co-op. Because there's 4 people using ammo, but the replenishment amount is the same. So the exact same amount of ammo that I can abuse in solo, you're going to have to share with other people who might not be as accurate or economical. Get the fuck away from me, please. You're annoying. I'd like to remind you that I'm outside of a wave right now. This is not a wave. This is not a swarm. This is just a regular enemies are coming for no reason thing. I think. So... And that's literally every 20 or 30 seconds. It's really annoying. It's obnoxious, because it doesn't give you a single second to breathe, which is fine, because Payday 2 is a bit like that. But Payday 2 has the sort of endless, stupid adrenaline to back it up. This is fun, and this is you know, it's got some adrenaline. It's just not... There are breathers in Payday 2. Like, between the waves, you know, they stop, they give you like a minute. That sort of thing would be much appreciated. Remember, I'm only on difficulty 2, and I'm gonna be in some dicey situations in the coming periods. That's my mistake. I hear a big one behind me. But, so, just for show, I'm going to say I'm stupid, and I'm just gonna dig up one of these. And carry it back as if I didn't know any better. Die when you blow up, please, rude asshole. So I picked one up, and I'm thinking, oh no, I need to go up there. Oh no, oh, what do I do? Well, you can jump. You can jump a little bit, but if you have something in your arms and you jump too high, or you fall from too high up, then you'll automatically let go. Which makes sense, as I would start panicking and dropping whatever I had in my damn hands if that happened, but still really annoying. So your best bet, if you're gonna do this wrongly, is to dig up to the central platform and just keep jumping up and hoping that you can make it. It wastes a tremendous amount of time, and you have to, you know, jump up these things correctly and not fall and everything like that. Like, that was a waste of several seconds because of physics, essentially. There we go. This is the sole reason why the gunner is most suited to this currently. You can just ignore the gaps and move at your leisure. I'm gonna have to restock even though my ammo isn't even that bad, especially because the ziplines, I'm out of ziplines. Like, I'm useless right now. I need these. These are my lifeblood. These only go a certain distance as well, which isn't especially helpful, but... You know, you can cheese it like this. I'm already up here, and that's going to save me a lot of time. Then I can deploy one to, say, go over there. Wrong button. And I can latch onto it and go straight away. Make that a bit bigger. And I did it in such a way as to go quite far on the rope, so I don't have to transfer or bump into anything. And now I'm here. Now I have all this to play with, and I can just lol note back at any point. Which is going to be absolutely necessary at several points. The blue glow is here, so the crystal's here. Dig down a bit. Grab it. You run up. It hasn't... I'm looking at the timer, and it has been 5 minutes since the last swarm. Ah, shit. Can you? Yes, you can. But I also have the gem? That's amazing! I didn't know this was a thing. Unfortunately, I'm gonna eat a lot of fall damage because fuck that badly designed enemy. And then I have to get back up there. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's terrible, guys. That is too steep, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do? That. You can do that. So, and you grab that, and this is still not ideal, but it gives me a zipline to the ground. So I'll take it. And the idea is that I don't want to go up to that platform, I just want to go up here high enough to walk to the rest of the way. There you go. But don't rest on your ass, because you still have things to do. So we're going to go over here. And we're not, because that's the wrong way. You're dumb. You're dumb! How do I... Okay. And we're going to go back there, because we can have good lucrative run. That's going to explode into some more delicious nitra. I can almost summon a second pod if I need it, and I will need two. Contrast to like actual missions where I wouldn't need more than one sometimes, or most of the time, there is little chance of me needing less than two here, mainly because of the zip lines, but also because of like harsh incidental damage, like the fall damage that I just ate again, because god fucking damn it. Pieces of crap. Rather than having to go to all the heal crystals, the red sugar, you can just eat a resupply and have half of your health come back. I prefer blowing myself up with this many annoying little turds near me, because they just clear out, and I think a small bit of damage is absolutely fine to take for that benefit. So yeah, the gunner has regular grenades, you just throw them near your feet, little fuckers will walk into it and explode, and that's the best thing. Okay, I like dropping my gems, yes I do. As you can tell, you can kind of go up weird angled slopes if they're not like sheer or anything, which is super helpful. In that instance, I would have been super annoyed if I had to deal with pickaxing shit into the walls. So since the enemy loves to give me fall damage, I'm gonna fucking do this shit, okay? I can't see the blue glow. I can now see the blue glow, so I can sort of guess where the crystal is. I can grab it. I can knock it without wasting time and going around, and maybe, you know, maybe I dug up that mountain or whatever. But then I'd have to deal with more easily, directly. I can just walk. And it's not the best thing still, but it's actually is the best thing in regards to your options, I mean. So I shot some zip lines, I shot some ammo, I really injured myself, so now I'm gonna do that. I got more health, I got more zip lines, and what can I do? Well, there's a couple in the wall there. I can... What the fuck? Ass. So I can decide that I want to go to weird places, like from here, if I want to be dumb, because I can afford it. Now, there's a good blue glow in the wall. I can say, yeah, I'm gonna go over there. Oh, I shot in the wrong direction. That's fine, because my goal from the start was to get my face as close to the center of the glow as I can to excavate the crystal. I can just jump in, grab it with E, and grab the zipline. If you're close to two things that respond with E, you might end up doing the wrong thing. So you have to sort of look at it and stand near it and do it like sequentially enough that you don't confuse the game. And that was that. 1 zipline for 1 gem. I'm happy with that. And, you know, you gotta keep going. You can't just sit. You're not gonna be able to just sit. You can excuse me. You can expand that little tunnel you dig to get the gem out, dug rather, to like keep going, which I would recommend you do. In some instances, you can knock out where like it connects and it'll just float in the air, and you can use that to be able to jump in without hitting your head and falling down. Do that. Now you have another way up here. It just takes a bit more administration to get to, but if like you have someone else with you, that this isn't so bad. Oh, no, I'm not the scout. Last swarm warning was also 5 minutes ago, so that's excellent. Note how I just immediately grab it, because I've played this game enough to know the exact frame the pickaxe impacts at. Oh, and yeah, that's a new thing that they added. If you get damaged too much while you're on a zipline, you just let go of the zipline and fall down, because previously none of the bugs could really do anything to reach you on a zipline if you deployed it over a pit like that. So you could just shit on waves on the highest difficulty, and the developers fixed that, which is fair enough. It's still a bit of an exploit, but could be worse. So there's some other ones in the wall that I might eventually say, yeah, I want those. But not right now. I dug that one out, I dug that one out, and that one out. So that one's next. This is a mission type where my secondary objective, which is in this case collecting the white flowers, I can merrily have a crap on and ignore because this is too stressful. I love adrenaline and fast gameplay and everything, but this is too stressful. Because you cannot stop for a second, and these little fuckers annoy you every minute. Look, I blew myself up just to deal with them. That's how annoying they are. And that is the best option. Even with the minigun, I just don't want to waste that kind of ammo and be nibbled at and have my screen shaking. Because there's too many of them. I didn't actually kill you, that's fine. So I'm nearly ready to go. I see the last flower that I can and will grab because I've seen it, instead of like looking for it. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Getting a little bit agitated now. So I'm going to show off the fact that if you're on a zipline, you can't grab. It'll just say reverse. So what I can do is press space to jump up, to jump down, grab it, and try to grab the zipline again. Which didn't work, but, you know, it's an option. It's your only option, basically. And while I'm here, I may as well collect some of that. It's completely not how it goes. The last crystal... Not the last crystal, my bad. Am I being blind? Why, yes, I am. Nope. That was a weird bit of geometry thing there. So we're going to do this one more time and we'll be able to evacuate the mission. I've been in here for about 15 minutes and honestly it shouldn't take this long most of the time. I think I got unlucky. I remember starting slowly and having to prioritize Nitra, which by the way I'm going to call in a second one of these. And while that's happening I can jump down, cancel fall damage by grabbing it and jumping off it again. And finding the last one. Eventually, well that's a problem. There we go. Nope, dug that out like a smart arse. Minigun's really good, by the way. The gunner is also uniquely best suited for elimination missions in which you face boss level enemies with like 2 health bars, which are, not only is there 2, but it's fucking massive. And stage 1, their only weak point is their heavily armored ass, while they will turn to you to bombard you with all sorts of shit. And part 2, that's still the weak point, but you gotta do it again. So that's the other mission. You have to kill 2 or 3 of those in one mission. It's not exactly hard except for the fights with the actual things. So I could do more, but I don't like this mission, so I just press the button. Now this is gonna go away, and I have to wait 2 minutes for the rescue to come. Which is why I called in a second supply pod. I will need the ammo and the health, and what was that? Just stopping for no reason. At this point, you can run around and do whatever the hell you want, because it'll indicate where the rescue pod is, and you just have to get back to it to escape. But of course, ziplining across like this, if you get a lot of like ranged enemies and spitters and God knows what, yeah, you're going to be in for a fun time, because they're going to hit you, you're going to fall down, you're going to take fuck tons of fall damage. Possibly even, you know, one-hit kill yourself. And all that does is slow everything down, because your little droidal Bosco will have to come and get you. That's if he has revive charges. You might have used it up from the sheer overwhelming stop it already that you have to deal with. Actually, I'm actually ending up with a little bit more secondary objectives collected this way. I don't know if I can submit them, because I think the main mine shaft where you can do that's gone, and yeah, but I have like 40 seconds to wait, so why not? Oh, hello. Oh yes, I've triggered more enemies. That's a new feature. These little holes will spawn these brown little fuckers, about 4 of them each time if you go near. They'll do it once, and they're on like a 3 to 5 second delay once you do trigger them. Horribly annoying, but not especially egregious. I should be near the central platform, like ideally, because of the free turret defense. But you know what, I live life dangerously. Don't want to deal with you either, buddy, so bye. And, you know, you've seen them get one shot and flown off a cliff. That's the explosive charges for you. That's the actual drop pod coming, so one final refresh of my explosives. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna land somewhere there. So let's go back. Actually, this might be more direct. Yeah, see? This is why you want to spam ziplines like an idiot. Apart from being able to get across gaps easily, you might get lucky and save a lot of time. Now I can submit my extra things through here. If you ever send your mission collecting thing away, you can submit extra things that you find there. Like if this was like super important right here that I was mining, a resource that you need for upgrades, I could mine a few while I had the time and submit it, and then it would count, and I could go and say, yeah, I'm ready to finish the mission now. This is terrible. So see you later, guys. Whee! That was a point extraction mission with the Gunner, which is the most suited class for this right now. Thank you for watching.